Hello everyone. So today we are going to learn science, and in that our chapter is from tasting to digesting, and in that we are going to learn about digestion. Okay, so let's start our learning. Here it is written different tastes. Jumpa ran into the kitchen and caught hold of her mother, saying, "Ma, I am not going to eat this bitter Karela. This Karela is also known as bitter gourd. Give me gur, which is also known as jaggery, and roti." Ma smiled and said, "You ate roti and sugar in the morning." Julian teased Jumpa. Julian is the sister of Jumpa, and she teased Jumpa, "Don't you get bored of only one kind of taste?" Jumpa replied quickly, "Do you get bored with licking Emily?" Emily is also known as tamarind. Tamarind. I bet your mouth is watering just by hearing the word Emily. Sure, I love the sour Emily, but I eat sweet and salty things too. I even eat Karela, said Julian, and looked at her mother. They both laughed heartily. Julian said to Jumpa, "Let's play a game. You close your eyes and open your mouth. I'll put something to eat in your mouth. You have to tell what it is." Julian took, took a few drops of lemon juice in a spoon and put them in Jumpa's mouth. "So lemon," Jumpa replied quickly. Okay, so here we can see that this is Jumpa and this is Julian. It's taking some time. Okay. Julian then picked up a small piece of jaggery. Initially, she has inserted lemon juice, but now she has picked up small piece of jaggery. Her mother suggested crush it, otherwise she will know what it is. Julian crushed the jaggery, but Jumpa easily guessed it. They played the game with different food items. Jumpa could tell the fried fish even before tasting it. Julian said, "Now close your nose and tell me what this is." Jumpa was confused. "It is a bit bitter, a little salty, and somewhat sour. Give me one more spoonful." Okay, just give me a second. Okay, now it's perfect. So Jumpa was confused and said, "It is a bit bitter, a little salty, and somewhat sour. Give me one more spoonful." Julian took another spoonful of the cooked Karela, uncovered Jumpa eyes, and said, "Here it is. Eat." Jumpa laughed. "Yes, give me more." Okay, now here we can see some questions. Here it is written, discuss and write. Let's do this together. Okay, here it says, Julian's mouth started watering when she heard the word Emily. When does your when does your mouth water? List 5 things you like to eat and describe their taste. Okay, so let's do it together. When do our mouth water? There could be lots of things which can result in watering of our mouth, such as chocolates. Let's write it here. We can say chocolates. Okay, and when it comes to its taste, it states is as sweet. Now the next thing, as we have to tell 5 things, we can say next thing to be as ice cream. Its taste is also sweet. Next thing we can say to be as chips. When it comes to its taste, it is salty. Another thing which we can say to be as pickle. And when it comes to its taste, so we can say to be it as salty and spicy. And the last thing can say to be as lemon. And when it comes to its taste, we can say its taste to be as sour. Okay, I think this must be clear to you. Now let's see what question number 2 is saying. Do you like one kind of taste or different ones? Why? When it comes to this question, we can say its answer to be as tasting only one taste makes us bored. So we can say we like tasting different taste. Okay, so let's write down this answer here. Tasting only one taste makes us bored. So it's better to go with tasting different tastes. So we can say this to be as the answer for question 2. Now let's see what question number 4 third is saying. Julian put a few drops of lemon juice in Jumpa's mouth. Do you think we can make out the taste with just a few drops? Okay, so we can say that the answer for this question would be yes, with just few drops of sour lemon we can make out the taste, as we already aware about the taste of lemon. So we can say that yes, with just few drops of sour lemon juice we can make out the taste. Okay, now let's see what the last question is saying. If someone were to put a few seeds of sonoff, in bracket it is written any seed, on the tongue, would you be able to tell with your eyes closed? How? So we can say that for this question, yes, even though we don't taste, we can tell by its smell as well. Okay, without tasting it. So we can say that yes, even though we don't taste, we can tell by its smell also. Okay, now let's move towards the next slide. Okay, two more questions. Make out the fried fish. Can you guess the name of certain things only by the smell without seeing or tasting them? What are these things? Okay, so for this question, we can say that Jumpa could guess the fried fish only by its smell. Jumpa has figured out just by smelling it. For the second part, we can say, can you guess the name of the certain things only by their smell? We can say, yes, I can guess many things just by its smell without even seeing. And such things are like, we can say egg, or we can say omelette, we can say fish fries, samosas, and so on. Okay, etc. Now the last question. Has anyone ever told you hold your nose before taking a medicine? Why do you think that they tell you to do this? Okay, so this thing is very common. Everyone has faced such thing in their childhood. Even I also. So we can say yes, I have been told to close the nose and take the medicine, since if we don't like the smell of the medicine, we may not take it in. That's why people tell us to hold your nose. Okay. Now let's see what the next part is saying. Close your eyes and tell. Collect few drop collect a few food items having different kind of taste. Okay. Play a game with your friend like Jumpa and Julan did. Tell your friend to taste the food and ask, how did it taste? What was the food item? Okay. So consider this given four question to be as your homework. Okay. Now let's move towards the next slide. Okay. So here it says, tell, and someone asks you, if someone asks you to describe the taste of amla or cucumber, you might find it difficult to explain. Okay. How would you describe the taste of these tomato, onions, sawn garlic? Think of words that you know or make up your own words to describe the taste. Okay. So let's say how we are going to describe the taste of tomato. So we can say that tomato tastes like sweet and juicy with little sour. Okay. And in case of onion, we can say that it tastes like pungent. Similarly for sawn, we can say sweet with good smell. Okay. And in case of garlic, we can say bitter with pungent smell. Okay. Now the next part. When Chumpa tasted some of the things, she said, she. What do you think she may have eaten? So this kind of thing, we generally do. Okay. And so this kind of voice we generally do when we eat something spicy, like okay. So it means that we have eaten something spicy. Okay. Like we can say green chilies, red chilies. Okay. Now let's see what the next part is saying. Why don't you make sound that describes some tastes? From your expression and sounds, ask your friend to guess what you might have eaten. So we can say, let's do this question right here. Let's do it together here. On the one side, we can say expressions and sounds. On the other side, we can say food. Okay. So here under this column we can say sound to wait sound we can say made by licking something, and we can say such thing to be as pickle. Okay, and another expression and sound which we can say to be as yum yum, and we make such kind of expression and sound when we eat something sweet. Okay, so we can say sweet item, and sweet items to be as chocolates. Okay, and another thing like sound made by licking something yum yum, and we can say one more thing which is slurp. Slurp. Okay, we make such kind of sound and expression when we eat something like noodles, or we can say some other dish to be as kheer. Okay, which we like all. Okay, now let's see what the next part is saying. Okay, chew it or chew it. Well, what's the difference? Try this together in class. Each of you take a piece of bread or roti, some cooked rice. Okay, put it in your mouth, chew 3 to 4 times, and swallow it. Did the taste change as you chew it? Okay, on doing such thing, the taste did not get changed. It will remain same after chewing for 3 or 4 times. Okay, when we eat something, the taste doesn't get changed. Okay, now let's see what it is saying here. Now take another piece of some rice and chew it 32 times. Was there change in the taste after chewing so many times? In that case, the taste will get changed after chewing so many times. The food seems to be sweet now. Okay, when we chew something so many times, its taste for sure will get changed. But when it comes to 2 or 3 times, it will not get changed. Okay, you can try this in your home. Okay, now let's see what the next part is saying. Discuss. Has anyone at home told you to eat slowly and how to chew well so that food digests properly? Why do you think they say this? Do you have any idea? Why do you think your mother say this? Okay, so for this question we can say yes, my mother keeps telling me to eat slowly and chew properly. Okay, everyone mothers tell this to eat slowly and